Taken from about the 12. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go jet sweep here with Williams. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
3rd and
2. Shotgun now for Carr. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
They do go for it. It's Carr. And he'll look downfield for Waller. That's caught inside the 20. And take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. Oh, he missed it. No good. So this remains a 4-point game.
Daniel Carlson to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Gain of 23 yards.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not the kind of game that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
A gain of 18 on the play.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Pulls it in at the 13. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
That's complete to his tight end, Waller. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
He's airing it out for Williams. And it's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Tyrell Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Makes the score, Chiefs 17. Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
And a 1st down, Chiefs.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
2 yards.
Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for KC. 41 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about, assignment football for defenders, and that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr will find his tight end. That's Waller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play. First down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards, the final tally. Now Carr again. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Carr. Incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Carr. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
On the throwaway.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 39. The kick by Carlson is good. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
Kickoff for Kansas City.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. Taken from about the 12. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that, Tony. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
At the 40-yard line.
On first down, Carr. Reception here by Ruggs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders move back within a couple of the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Operating from the gun, Carr goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
The ball carrier.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 47-yard line.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 yards, a first down. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach and probably his agent, too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
Got that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Now after the INT, it's called. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Chiefs 31, Raiders 24.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. How did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. That is caught inside 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling.
And this is going to be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. He will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
He's airing it out for Williams. Third time he's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
I'll tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
They begin the drive with Williams. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
The Chiefs ball carrier.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
A gain of
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 36, Mahomes flushed out right. And going deep for Hill. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
At the 44
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. That is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Being chased out left.
I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. It is incomplete. The Raiders trying on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes flushed out right. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 27 yards there, a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? Looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. Well, he's got it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. That's caught at the 2. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. They'll look to run for it with Williams. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Raiders 30.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this inside the 30. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. This is caught. Watkins. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins. His 6th touchdown of the season. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Chiefs 50, Raiders 31.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this. Oh, my goodness, another interception. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. The offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both.
Looking pretty good on the scoreboard. They're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, There's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator.
And the Raiders have got him. Tanner Muse brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Mahomes going to throw it here. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Tonight's final score, Chiefs.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass.